Go ahead.
Hello, I'm Vicki Sadler from Basket Case, and today I'm going to show you how to embroider on cardstock. It's a fun project and one that anyone can easily do if you have the right equipment. First of all, you need the proper needle. What I like to use is a size called 65/9. I don't know if anyone else calls them a different number, but they're a thin needle and they don't tear your cardstock like the larger embroidery needles do. This is something that's very important and critical. Then I use two stabilizers. I use a sulky super solvy. You can use any type of stabilizer, Vilene, but anything that is a heavy wash away. Certainly you're not going to wash it away, but it helps stabilize the paper. Then on top of the super solvy, I use sticky. And this will help hold the cardstock onto the stabilizer. So your super solvy, and then put sticky on top of that and hoop those together with the sticky on top. Okay, I have already done that. Everyone knows how to hoop. So I'm sticking that, as you can see, there's no real right or wrong here. Just make sure it gets in the field of where you're going to be doing your stitching. And stick it down real nice and hard so that you don't have any movement while you're doing your stitching. And there it is. Okay, I have already loaded my design into my machine. I'm all ready to go. I've picked my colors that I'm going to be using. And one thing to remember when stitching on cardstock is to also use a design that has that is not a dense design. In other words, as few stitches as possible, and stitches that are wide. In other words, not stitches that are real close together. The closer the stitches, the more likely your paper is going to tear. So I've picked a design here that I have designed myself. It is one of my designs that you'll find on my website that you can purchase. And I call it a ripple design. And any or most of my ripple designs can be used on cardstock because the stitches are far apart, and they're usually cardstock friendly. So here we go. Another thing to remember is run your machine slower. Do not go full bore with your machine. That will definitely tear up your paper. And as you can see, we have no tearing, and that's because our needle is thin. I'm running the machine slowly, and I'm using a design that has a longer stitch pattern. And you can see there's no puckering, and with these ripple designs, they're almost three-dimensional designs. You will see that no matter what, no matter what you're stitching these ripple designs on, fabric or, for instance, the cardstock here will raise up slightly in the middle. That's not anything you're doing wrong, and that's not anything wrong with the design pattern. That is supposed to happen. That is what makes it three-dimensional. And it is completed. And that is how you stitch on cardstock. not a tear. That's the back side. And I truly believe that it's the sulky wash away, this heavy sulky wash away, that helps support this paper, and the small needle that helps support, or that helps prevent the tearing of the paper. And all I will do is remove it from here, cut around. Of course, I will probably do an oval shape with some fancy scissors, and then I will just attach it to my card, and whoever gets it will love it. And I thank you for watching today.